Hi guys, welcome to Translating Alaskan Slang.
We're wearing our Alaskan shirts.
Represent, yo. Okay, this is, if you're from Alaska and you're watching this is gonna seem really boring, and I apologize. But it's so many people we talk to that we speak to them and they just kind of have that cricket look on their face when you're trying to talk about things and you gotta like go back and explain. So anyway, for those of you that are not Alaska that don't know what this might seem interesting.
The PFD.
Yeah, anytime you're PFD, there's smiles that come to the faces of the people. You know what I'm saying? PFDs equal a full fridge of groceries, the bills caught up that you've always wanted to get caught up forever, and the PFD is the Alaska Permanent Fund Dividend. The amount of money that each Alaskan that's eligible for the PFD changes a little bit every year. It's all based on investments that were made years ago. Roughly it was, what, like 1,100 bucks this year?
That's about what it was. So that's for each family member that has been born in that particular year. Like there's like a cutoff of when you have to actually have it submitted by, and the baby needs to be born by then.
Right, right. But like currently, if we have another child, that child the next year when they're eligible will be eligible for the PFD. Anyway, PFDs, whoop, whoop, good things.
Okay.
Awkward.
Because we have to go through 50 below weather, okay?
A lot of people use their PFDs just to buy heating fuel to keep their house warm.
Yeah.
Alcan.
How about the Alcan? You ever heard about the Alcan?
The Alcan.
What's that?
We're gonna go take a drive down the Alcan, folks.
All right, so there you go. It's the road. It's the Alaska Canadian Highway. Driving the Alcan.
We have never driven it.
I know.
Have you?
I have not.
Okay, yeah, we've never driven it, but we would like to drive it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've been born and raised here.
It's supposedly
we
supposed
fly.
to be beautiful.
We'll
do it sometime, guys, and we'll take you along.
Aurora Borealis or Northern Lights.
Is the Aurora Borealis or the Northern Lights. And I know I've talked about them and I've tried to get them on camera, but our camera just can't get it. But I will get it. Gotta have the right lens. It is the lights that you see in the sky in the northern hemisphere. They're solar particles that are blown into the Earth's magnetic field, and they look pretty amazing. We have had some epic ones this year so far. I shared one on my Facebook page from a friend of ours who took a really awesome video. If you want to go check that out, SomersInAlaska on Facebook. It is so beautiful to see that you can just see these like ribbon of lights that are throughout the sky, especially when it's super, super cold normally and really, really clear.
The Borough.
The Borough. Do you live inside the borough?
You in the borough or are you out of the borough? The counties, we have boroughs. So like we'll have one borough, and in that borough you'll have multiple cities inside the borough.
It's divided in, we have 19 boroughs in the state of Alaska.
We are in the North Star borough.
North Slope that we have here, which is considered a borough.
Yep, the North Slope borough.
It is the size of Montana. So, if that gives you a little picture.
Breakup.
Breakup. And just like PFD, that should bring smiles to your faces. Breakup. Normally breakup's like, I don't know, like, oh, they broke up. No, breakup means, what's breakup mean?
That means that the snow is melting away and it is becoming springtime and
all the ice is breaking off the roads, so you're gonna have clear roads. Like right now we have a lot of ice on the roads.
We have like sheets of ice.
Sheets of ice.
Right
Sometimes so bad they have to like go and like chip it to be able to have enough traction to be able to drive on. So breakup is a wonderful thing. Around breakup, when you're stepping outside, it's 15 degrees above zero. It feels crazy warm because it's breakup. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
And you've been dealing with really, really harsh weather. So this is like, breakup is amazing.
Ice fog.
Like January, February
timeframe
is ice fog. Ice fog.
Anyway, let us know if you guys have any of these in your state, any of these slang, because to us this is normal and most states it's not, but let us know if you guys have ice fog. You get ice fog right around 20 to 30 below and colder. Right around 50 below, it's pretty much you're guaranteed to have ice fog.
This is about the only time when they actually cancel schools, is when there's ice fog and your visibility. You just cannot see through it.
Yep.
It is so murky and like it's just like a cloud that you just cannot see it because it's so, so cold.
Ice fog, not a good thing.
No bueno.
The lower 48.
It is lower 48. A lot of people can't say that.
If we refer to the
lower 48,
they refer to us as like the upper one?
Upper one, we always say, hey, we're gonna go down to lower 48 because that means we're going to like the United States.
That could mean Washington. That could mean Florida. Tennessee.
All of y'all are the lower 48. Down in there.
I mean civilization.
Yeah.
Muktuk.
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 Yes, if someone offers you Muktuk, you gotta be careful up here with natives like offending, well, just kind of anyone. If anyone offers you something, it's kind of usually polite to accept.
Yep.
You might just, leave some
It's
room.
whale
for
skin,
growth.
guys.
It's whale blubber. It is whale fat.
It's whale skin and fat.
It's the fat that's under the skin on a whale. And a lot of the natives up here really like it. They'll catch whales. They will use the blubber, which is what that is. It's the whale blubber. And they'll make, they call it Eskimo ice cream. I've seen it. I haven't.
We've not sampled such things.
Will not see Muktuk at the local McDonald's here, generally.
They don't have like a Muktuk sandwich, guys.
Yeah, they don't.
Outside.
Outside. We are going outside for the winter. Going outside for the winter would mean that we are going away. We're gonna go to the lower 48. We're gonna go to
Doesn't
Hawaii.
matter. Just
We're gonna go
not
anywhere.
here.
Not here.
Not here.
We're going outside.
Permafrost.
Permafrost. In a lot of areas, you will have frozen ground that is permanently frozen. So you have to be aware when you're building. If you're building on permafrost, you can actually build on permafrost. It just needs to be solid gravel that just stays frozen. There's a lot of engineering that goes into that, but permafrost, to be very careful. A lot of houses are actually built up on stilts with pilings that you can adjust because the ground will adjust.
Shift.
Also, you can't open your doors and windows and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So permafrost is something to be aware of for sure.
Tundra.
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 Tundra. It is a treeless ground that expands for miles. It's beautiful though. The tundra is beautiful.
It looks beautiful. If you ever try to ride a four-wheeler across the tundra, it looks kind of smooth, but it's like sometimes huge, we call them hummocks was another term. But like, I mean, you can flip your four-wheeler pretty easy.
Ground that is just treeless and for miles and miles.
Bunny boots.
Bunny boots. I'm gonna run on down to the store and grab me a pair of bunny boots. Big white boot.
If you ever come here and you go snow machining, we call it snow machine, not snowmobile. I'm sorry, we're weird. That's how we roll. Snow machine, bunny boots are the best to wear, and here's why. Most boots, they have an insulation, so if they get wet, they're not useful at all. Bunny boots are all made of rubber, and a lot of their insulation is all rubber and air. So if you get your bunny boot wet, you can literally dump it out with water, put it back on your foot, and your foot will get warm. It'll actually warm up the water in the bunny boot.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing.
When you start getting in areas of 20 below and colder, bunny boots, they're hard to drive with, especially if you have a stick shift. But bunny boots are definitely the chosen choice here.
The bush.
The bush.
You live out in the bush.
Yeah.
They're bush people.
Bush folk. In the bush, we're gonna fly out to the bush. So the bush is referred to as villages. Villages that are not on the road system, which are most of the villages here.
Yep.
Most of the villages are right on a river. So the bush, we actually do a lot of work in the bush, so a lot of small villages.
You'll see him on the little plane.
You guys have seen me go to the bush quite a bit.
And that's where he's going. He's going into the bush.
Ever go out to the bush? It's crazy. You'll have these like small little houses, and it won't even be really fancy houses, but there'll be a new four-wheeler, a new snow machine out there, and this big antenna or like, satellite dish on the roof. And there'll be one store, and it's usually an AC store.
Yep, that's the bush.
Cabin fever.
Cabin fever. Sometimes I struggle with cabin fever, especially with 3 little babies. Cabin fever is when you have been cooped up inside because you're running on stints of really, really cold weather and you have not been able to go out to the grocery store or even outside to just let the kids play or anything, and you are ready to leave the home because you've got a case of the cabin fever.
Dipnetting.
Dipnetting.
Have you ever done it?
I have not done it, so it's kind of hard for me to even really explain it. I have a lot of friends, they go dipnetting and they bring me fish, so. River, Chitna, All these things mean happy things to people. When you go dip netting, it's a lot of work. You get a really long, big net.
Really long.
You put it off
no,
like
not big net. A really long
big pole with the net.
With a big net off the end of it.
And you'll put it like in the water, you know, kind of bracing against the boat, and you're just fighting that in. Or you can do it off the shore even. It's pretty hard off the shore. And there's literally so much salmon. And this is Copper River red. This is like the best salmon probably in the world. I mean, it is amazing.
We saw it all over. Yeah.
And you go out and catch your limit.
You just scoop them. You scoop them right out of the water. You take your net and you put it in the water and you scoop all your salmon out. Because there's that many of them.
Dog sled.
Dog sled. Dog sled. You guys have seen, if you've watched our vlogs, dog sled. We have taken the kids on dog sled rides. We went and watched the Iditarod start, which was pretty amazing. And these are just mushers. That's what they are called, the people that are driving the dog sled. And they have all their supplies and gear and everything in their dog sled with their dogs pulling that sled.
Ulu.
I'm gonna go use my ulu. An ulu is a knife that is used to prepare, I will insert a picture, that you can use for cutting up vegetables, you can use it for cutting up meat, filleting a fish. They're actually a really handy tool, and a lot of times they'll come with like a bowl that you can use it and go. Let us know if there's anything else that you guys would like to see Alaskan-y related. We are going to be working on what it's like to live in Alaska, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, leave us a comment down below. What was your favorite or unique term that you heard that surprised you on what Alaskan slang there is?
Or let us know if you disagree if you're Alaskan. Go ahead and throw that our direction too. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye!